All right, so get this. We've got this politician, right? And he pulls off not just one, but two big wins.
Hmm.
And it's got everyone talking.
Two big wins.
Yeah, and it's got me thinking, like, what does this tell us about him? About the guy and about the community that he represents.
Well, what I find fascinating is it's not just about the winning, right?
It's
It's about the trust and hope he seems to be inspiring along the way,
Yeah.
That's what's really interesting to me.
Okay, so we're talking about Mohammad Sabi'u Oshafu and the AI Journal, which is, another podcast.
Uh-huh.
They are basically throwing this guy a victory parade,
Oh, wow.
for winning the position of Councillor and Speaker of the Jama'a Local Government Legislative Council.
Wow, that's a mouthful. 2 wins, you said.
Yeah.
So this double win, that suggests something pretty significant is happening here, right? It's not just luck. It's got to be a strong connection with the community.
Yeah.
And people recognizing his leadership qualities.
Well, the podcast hosts, TJ and Amanda, they were practically doing cartwheels. They were so excited.
Really?
Oh, yeah. They kept going on and on about Oshafu's vision and his commitment to actually serving the people. They even called it a historic moment, like it was some kind of turning point for the community.
Historic moment, huh? That's pretty strong language. It makes you wonder what the community has been through.
Right.
Maybe they've had leaders in the past who didn't quite live up to their promises.
Right? Maybe.
With Oshafu winning, this could be like a fresh start,
Yeah.
A chance for something better.
So let's break this down for a second, okay? So, first, he wins the election for councillor,
Okay.
which means people voted for him directly.
Yeah.
Big vote of confidence. But then he gets elected speaker by the council itself.
Oh,
So it's a whole other level of leadership. Right?
Yeah, that's right. It means his peers, the other council members, they see him as somebody who can, keep discussions productive and fair, keep
Right.
things on track. Speaks volumes about his ability to build consensus and get everyone working together.
Yeah, so speaking of the council, what does the local government legislative council actually do? I mean, what impact does it have on everyday life for these people?
Well, you can think of it like a mini parliament,
Okay.
but they focus on local issues specifically, making decisions about schools and roads, public services, local businesses, that kind of thing.
Right.
So being the speaker, that puts Oshafu in a position to really shape how things work on a very, very practical level.
Okay, so back to Oshafu. TJ and Amanda were gushing about his dedication to his community, right? What were they actually saying about him? Was there anything specific that gave you a sense of his vision for the future?
Well, they told this story about Oshafu organizing a community cleanup
Okay.
after a big storm had hit. And it wasn't just about picking up trash. It was about bringing everyone together to rebuild
Okay.
and show that they were resilient. And to them, that story seemed to embody what kind of leader he is, action-oriented, focused on community strength.
So it sounds like they see him as a real symbol of hope, someone who can actually make a difference. But leadership's not always easy, right?
No, it's not.
So what kind of obstacles do you think he might face in these new roles?
Well, for one, there might be, existing power structures he has to navigate or political factions.
Yeah.
Change is hard, even when it's positive change. It'll be interesting to see how he handles those challenges,
Right.
and if he can hold on to the trust he's built.
So we have this double win, a community that seems ready for change, and a leader who, at least according to the AI Journal, is up for the task.
Yeah.
What's the takeaway here for you? What should our listeners be thinking about?
I think the big question is, will this inspire others in the community to step up, get more involved? Could this be a catalyst for greater political engagement, more people taking on leadership roles?
Right.
And what impact is Oshafu going to have on the people around him?
Right.
That's something we're thinking about, I think.
Yeah, definitely something to consider. And that's a wrap on our deep dive into the story of Mohammad Sabi'u Oshafu.
Fascinating story.
Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.